So yeah, follow up on Bob's arrest because people are very interested. At Bob's arraignment yesterday, the DA tried to snatch Bob up and jack his bail up to $250,000, just like Eli's, $250,000. And the DA wanted to say at Bob's arraignment that Bob was a danger to public safety, yada, 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 crap, 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 tyranny, tyranny, tyranny. The judge refused to take Bob into custody for the DA and jack his bail up. They tried to claim that Bob was a threat to public safety. But instead, Bob had to sign something to get released until his trial, which could be as long as a year from now, to agree to be on something called close street supervision. So this is what close street supervision is, okay? Bob has to now obey all laws and notify CSS of all police contacts. So every time he films a police, he's got to tell the cops about it. No illegal drugs. Submit to random UA breathalyzer testing until his trial. Keep in contact with your attorney and your probation or parole officer if on formal supervision. Be aware and attend all court dates. That's great. Maintain or seek full or part-time work or combination of both. No direct or indirect contact with any of the victims stated in the witness or co-defendants. Do not leave the Tri-County area. So Bob's under travel restrictions now. Just ridiculous. Maintain access to telephone and notify CSS prior to any changes of address, telephone number, living situation, employment, and when I receive notice of court appearances. Be subject to searches of persons, vehicles, and premises while under CSS. So Bob no longer has a Fourth Amendment right until his trial because of this bullshit, fallacious charges that are being leveled against him because of the DA's private grudge against cop watchers. It's just ridiculous. Okay, no Fourth Amendment right against all unreasonable searches and seizures while he's waiting to see a trial. Okay, so he's being charged with trespass and illegal obtaining of communications, which is total bullshit. I'll make a whole video on that later about how these charges are fallacious and just bullshit. Special conditions Bob has to follow. He must not consume or possess any alcohol or marijuana until his trial. Not possess any weapon or ammunition. So Bob has to be meat. Bob is not allowed to defend himself until his trial, which could take as long as a fucking year. Not enter any establishment that sells alcohol as a primary source of revenue. Bob can't go into a bar now ever until his trial, which could take, to reiterate, a fucking year from now. That's about how long they take. Not drive without a valid driver's license. Not have any contact with civilian families of police officers. Enroll and participate in counseling treatment program or as ordered by CSS. Enroll in electronic monitoring, GPS. Well, no, wait, those two aren't there, so they're not conditions. I just read them because I'm dyslexic and crazy. Abide by geographic restrictions. Must stay at least 20 feet from police officers when they are on duty. No contact with minors. I guess that's it. Okay, so that's just crazy. Okay, so Bob has no rights anymore until his trial, basically. I mean, random searches of his person and vehicle and home, travel restrictions. He can't consume alcohol or cannabis in a state where that's legal. Bob can't have any weapons. He can't legally defend himself with anything until the DA's private grudge winds its way through the court system. The injustice abounds.